Right, 145 Alive. So this is Tim's idea, G5TM, so I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Basically, the idea of this is to try and promote some activity on 2 meters on 145 megahertz and basically bring 145 alive. So we've done this before and it's proven to be a really good confidence booster for people who have just joined the hobby, who've just got their license, maybe a little bit mic shy. So the idea of this really is not so much for me to make lots of contacts, but more for me to facilitate other people making contacts. So I've set myself up on quite high ground. This is Walbury Hill, it's a SOTA summit. The actual summit is just over there, but I'm well within the activation zone. Doesn't qualify for SOTA because I'm operating from inside the motorhome today. So I've set my aerial up outside. It's a bit wet and horrible out there, and so I've got the heating on. Nice warm van, nice seating area. Should be a nice pleasant afternoon operating. So we're going to do it runs from 1 o'clock through to 3:30. So I've got the radio set up. I'll take the camera outside, show you the antenna, and let's see if we can drum up a bit of activity on 2 meters. Right, so I'll just quickly pan around and give you a view. So the hill, the terrain rises very slightly there, but not too much, so I'm not too concerned about that. And pan around, you can see we've got a good takeoff. I believe that's pretty much east in that direction. And bring it round, and it's a bit wet and windy today, so I'm in the motorhome. I've got a nice diesel heater in there, so it's lovely and warm. The antenna, you've seen this before on my previous SOTAs. I've just got a spike which I've stuck in the ground. Used some bungee to attach the spider beam mast to the spike. So I've got a 7 meter spider beam mast. You can just about see here the coax cable going into the motorhome and continue up the mast. Up the top there, it's going to be a little bit difficult to see. That's the Hawkins 5/8 antenna, 2 meter antenna, which I've used before on numerous SOTAs. It seems to work quite well for me. And the setup inside the motorhome, I'll try to film for you. There's not a lot of space in here, so passenger side window there, the mast is just outside that window. Coax cable comes in through that window. I've just routed it up over the top past this cupboard, just hooked it on the hooks there and down to my radio, which is down here, using the Yaesu today FT857D, running around about 20 watts, and I've got enough power to run that up to like 50 watts if I need to. I've got a if I pan round, I've got a lithium battery over here. That's a 22 ampere hour lithium battery, so that should keep me going for a while. CQ145 Alive, this is Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie Portable.
Mike 0, Mike 7 Golf Lima Sierra returning. Sierra Whiskey.
Okay, there's lots of stations calling there. I've got a Mike 7, was that Golf Lima Sierra?
Yeah, roger, roger, Mike 7 Golf Lima Sierra returning to Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. You must be really, really close to me. The name this end is Gary, the QTH is Calcott in Berkshire, over.
Okay, Gary, got you in the log, you're top of the list. Just bear with me, I'll just call the other guys in. We'll get a list going, then I'll run down the list. Who else? Was there a station ending Whiskey?
Yeah, Mike 0 Alpha Sierra Whiskey, name is Mike and I will come over.
Okay, Mike 0 Alpha Sierra Whiskey, got you there, Mike. Who else?
Germany 6, Lima Tango to Tango.
Okay, let's keep things moving. Let's run down the list. So we got next on the list is Golf 1 Papa Hotel November. So Golf 1 Papa Hotel November, if you're still with us, go ahead.
Okay, can't hear many of your stations. I did hear an M0 DGT. So I want to be still with us. M0 DGT. G1PA Can. Golf 1 Papa Hotel November, Mike 0. Delta Delta Tango. Not very strong, I'd say 5-3, something like that. I'm located in Oxford. Name is Colin. Kill us up. Okay, Colin, same restraint. You're not madly strong, but I can hear you. Roger signal 3, good radio 5. Name this way would be Michael, and I'm located on the Three Hills. Nearest town would be Ludlow, back here.
Mike 7 Kilo Whiskey Mike. Any copy on M0UH?
Yeah, Roger. Good afternoon, Jeff. Full copy, 5-9 over this way and 7 Kilo Whiskey Mike, over.
Okay, Tim, yeah, obviously we know we can get each other. Yeah, just down the road almost, line of sight. Thanks, Tim.
Be able to put an antenna up on top of the ridgeway at the moment without it being horizontal in the true sense of the word. But anyway, thanks very much indeed for running that, James. It's been very interesting, lots of people on, and long may it continue. I think 2 meters is certainly something that people ought to do a little more of. Just one final question though, James. What is your YouTube channel? You're not promoting that very well. M0 GQC Portable, G1 JSF.
Yeah, to be honest, today was more about getting other people talking, less about promoting myself. So yeah, I've kept that a little bit quiet. But Amateur Radio UK is the station. John, Roger.
Roger. Well, I have. Right, okay. It's good to put a name to a face then, or will be anyway. Good. Thanks very much indeed for your time, and thanks for running a net. And let's hope it's a regular thing. Anyway, back to you. M0 GQC Portable, G1 JSF. 73s. Take care.
0 JFQ. I am based in Ivor, which is near Uxbridge, Buckinghamshire, and to be honest, I knew about 145 Alive. I keep a little eye on what Tim's doing, as well as a number of other YouTubers, and interestingly enough, unfortunately I got waylaid with a bicycle ride this morning and putting up my son's tent, and as I was doing the dishes this afternoon, I like to be distracted by something, and I was actually watching Jonathan M0 JSX's channel, and it reminded me it was on, so I have just jumped on. I'm sorry that I've missed the majority of it, but it's great to see that 2 meters is alive. If you can give me a signal report and your location on your return, that would be great. I'll hand it back to you from 2E0 JFQ Mobile.
M0 GQC, this is M0 JW. Just wanted to say thank you and give you a signal report from south of Newbury. You're coming in at about 5-9 plus about 60. Not surprising considering where you are. But anyway, 73s. Hope we do this again at some point. Thanks very much. Now.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dave. Yeah, well, really, this is Tim's baby, really, G5TM. So it's his call. It's down to him, really. But I'm sure, every time we've done this, it's been really successful. So I'm sure there will be more. Thanks a lot, 7-3. Okay, so as the sun sets on 145 Alive, quite literally, it's getting dark outside. I think we can say that was hugely successful. It was a very, very busy net. At one point I had about 20 odd stations calling in, and I tried to move it through as quickly as I possibly could. Thank you to everyone that called in. Apologies if you had to wait a while. Literally I was running through the list, then more people were joining, so it was getting a little bit chaotic, but I think most people enjoyed it. So big thank you to everybody that joined in, and thanks for your patience as well. Massive thank you to Tim, G5TM. Linked his channel down below. This today was his brainchild. He came up with the idea, and he asked me to share a frequency for him, and I've spoken to a couple of the other guys. I'm led to believe it's been hugely successful. So with that, fingers crossed for the next one, and I might actually have some time to eat some lunch now. I'm coming to the realization that I've got about 2.5 hours of video footage which I need to edit down to 5 minutes.